Hey everyone, happy spooky season to you all. Today I'm super excited to share with you a craft that I've been wanting to make for quite some time, a hocus pocus book of spells. So me and my family are huge Hocus Pocus fans. It's a staple in our house and it's a must watch every single Halloween season. So this craft has been a long time waiting. So what you're gonna do is grab yourself an old book, head on over to the thrift store. They have a great selection of old books. I got this one for about 50 cents. And you want a book that has a hardcover on it. This works best for a hardcover book. And you're gonna need to grab some Mod Podge and some tissue paper. So you're going to start by applying your Mod Podge directly onto the book cover and then placing the tissue paper over it. Now with this project, you want the wrinkles. The more wrinkles, the better, because it's going to create some really cool texture, and we're going for the look of like old weathered leather. So as you can see, I applied another layer of Mod Podge on top of the tissue paper just to go ahead and seal it. Now it's just really simple to just go ahead and tear it off and then clean up the edges with a sanding sponge. You see all those wrinkles in there? That's going to come to life when we go ahead and apply the paint here soon. So now over at the Dollar Tree, they have a bag of plastic eyeballs. So very carefully with a blade, go ahead and cut that eyeball right in half. Then you're going to take the back part of it and cut that in half as well. This is going to create the eyelid. Now I had to get creative with how I was going to make these little snakes. I couldn't find any rubber snakes over at the Dollar Tree. So what I did have is some of this this mesh, this like ribbon mesh. You can find this over at the Dollar Tree also. So I just went ahead and rolled it up and kind of placed it like with its head sitting up, kind of like a rattlesnake when it's all, you know, getting ready to attack. And I just applied it with hot glue. You're going to want to apply one to the top and one to the bottom part of the book. Now we're just going to go ahead and start assembling the eye on there. Just apply some hot glue and you're going to take those two other halves and apply to the top and the bottom. So like I said, this is going to create that look of the eyelid, you know, that Hocus Pocus book of spells is so known for, that eye. I just wish that I could figure out a way to make the eye actually move, but hey, I guess that's for another time. Okay, so for this wood piece here, I had a sign that I bought from the Dollar Tree, and I just popped off the stake part that would go into the ground, and with my blade, I just simply cut it in half. It cut very easily to go ahead and fit that area there. So now it's all about creating the detail, you guys. This book is all about the details. So I am using my glue gun here and creating what's going to end up being the stitching. I had a little cheat sheet on the side of the table here of a printout of the actual picture of the Hocus Pocus book. So I was using that as my guide to create what the seams and the stitches and everything's going to be. And I also am going to use that to create that snake that's going to sit on top of that wood piece. I'm using a toothpick just to kind of make little grooves into the glue. So when I go ahead and paint the stitches on there, I have like a little guide, and then it's just going to create a little bit more texture as well. On the book of spells, there is also some like stuff around the eye. So I'm just using my the mesh as well to go over that area too. Now is when this book is really going to come to life. The paint is just going to bring everything all together. So I am using just some chalk paint here, Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle. You can use acrylic paint as well, whatever brown paint you have on hand, and just start painting it on there. Try and get it into all those little grooves. If some of the color is coming through underneath, all the better. As you could see, this book was painted before. I had painted this kind of in a farmhousey style before, so it is kind of repurposed from an old project. So some of that white is going to kind of go through, and that's just going to add some extra texture and dimension onto it. So just start painting away, get into all those little areas, and look how that glue is just kind of coming through, and it's so cool looking, you guys. I'm just so excited about it. Okay, so next you're gonna wanna grab some silver paint. I had some of this metallic paint on hand, so that's what I was using, but any silver will do. So just go ahead and paint the areas, like you're gonna see that snake, the detail come out in that snake. It's just so neat looking. Now, a fun little thing that I didn't realize was gonna happen, when I grabbed that mesh tubing, I thought it was cool because of the texture on it, and I thought, oh, kind of looks like snake skin kind of look to it, but once the silver paint was applied to it, it really truly looked like snake skin. You'll see an up close photo here in the end, but it really just turned out being really cool looking, as you can see a little sneak peek there. Now I'm going to add some stitching. So I just grabbed a lighter shade. I believe this color is called taupe. And with a very fine brush, I'm going to go ahead and add those stitches all around that glue to really bring that look out. Now to create some more dimension and give it that really weathered look, I'm taking that same color taupe and I'm wadding up a paper towel and just dabbing it in the areas to create that look of like it being nice and weathered. I'm going to do the same thing using the black paint over the silver. It's really just giving it that kind of aged and patinaed look, and it's just turning out so cool. Tell me what you guys think so far. Drop a comment below and let me know how you guys are liking this project and if you think that you're going to try this too. If you're a hocus pocus lover, if you have a friend or family member that loves hocus pocus, this would be a fun craft for you guys to do together, even on like a craft night, have a craft party, watch hocus pocus, have lots of fun little treats and things that are all hocus pocus related. Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out soon, so I know my family and myself are going to have a fun little hocus pocus party. So think of some fun little crafts that you can do, you know, as a little gathering. This definitely would be a great one. And here it is, all finished. I am so happy with how this book came out. Like I said, it's been a project that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and now I have my own Hocus Pocus book of spells to add to my Halloween collection. I have it sitting up next to my little witch hazel here. You can find this project as well as how to make that cute little witch there over on createmakedecorate.com, and you can find a lot more fun DIYs, Halloween DIYs, and just everyday DIYs. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please hit that follow button, and you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you next time.